Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is FrekiFitWolf. Alright everyone, so I wanted to talk about something. We have, or at least I have in the past, mentioned how I am not a believer in motivation. And I think it is important, so let me think how I want to word this. I think it's important to feel motivation. It is a very wonderful emotion. But, like I said in the past, it is not dependable. It is very flippant. Sometimes you are going to feel motivated, and sometimes you are not going to feel motivated. At least that's my experience. I don't know of anybody that feels motivated 100% of the time when they have goals, especially weight loss goals. And again, quoting Jordan Syatt, or referring to him, I should really put a link in this video to him on YouTube at least, but I've been listening to his podcast a lot, and he broke it down in a way that finally made a little bit more sense to me. I was always saying you just have to have dedication. Like, can't depend on motivation. You just got to be dedicated. You just got to do it. And treat it like a job. You have to go, whether you like it or not, blah, blah, blah. And that is all still true. And I still do believe that. That I actually got from listening to the weight loss podcast. Apparently, I'm very influenceable. Is that a word? Easily influenced. But it's because these people, especially trainers, are making sense. And so the weight loss podcast kind of put that in my head, and that's definitely what got me exercising this past year, because I've never felt motivated to exercise. I despise exercise. Not a form of it I enjoy. You can't tell me, oh, well, find a baseball game or frisbee golf or something like that you can't enjoy. I don't enjoy it. I just don't. I do not enjoy moving around, sweating, heavy breathing, feeling the burn. None of that is super enjoyable to me, ever. Never has been. But saying, I'm waiting for the motivation, it hasn't worked. And so deciding that motivation isn't going to happen, and if I want to reach my goals, if I want to get the body that I want, and guys, seriously, I am feeling the want for this body so much more, especially after photos that I posted in the Facebook groups yesterday. I'm gonna put it here, and I'm probably gonna make it my thumbnail of where I've come so far. I'll get more into that in a bit, but I want to finish this train of thought. So I decided I'm not waiting for motivation. I'm gonna just be dedicated. I'm just gonna do it. And I realized it without realizing it, it happened without me realizing it, is the way Jordan breaks it down. And actually, I will put a link to his video if I can find out which one it was. I've watched a ton of his videos. But because he does a little pie chart, and he's a lot funnier than I am, and plus he's, an actual trainer. This is what he does for a living. But the first step of, starting working out and starting even weight loss and stuff like that is not motivation. It is actually just taking the action. And so, again, learning from what I've learned in the past for me, I still believe it's super important. You have to have your why. Why do you want to do this? That is important to get you going. But that might not be enough to take the first step. But then if you just do take the first step, I'm taking from several different points. So the dedication, just do it. The cool part is after you start doing it and you start seeing results, it starts creating motivation. The results aren't gonna come from motivation. The action is not gonna come from motivation. The action creates the motivation because you start seeing results. So action equals results equals motivation. I don't know exactly what order he put it in. That's where my brain is taking it. And that is exactly what is going on this journey. There's been so many ups and downs, and moments that I wanted to quit, moments I just wanted to say, F this, I am done, I'm just going to be fat the rest of my life. And then something happens that will let me see some kind of result. So, like, seeing, that I lost 20 pounds this year. Fantastic. Not insulting it. But we know that's not what I want. I want to lose more. I have over 100 more pounds to go. And that could be very frustrating. And that could be a moment of, I've worked this hard. Despite the moments of having huge gains, despite, losing less than what I wanted to lose, I have come a long way. And this photo, if it's still here or whatever I do when I'm editing, I'm really trying to challenge myself on editing that, where I have to pay attention to everything I say. But the photo, at least on the thumbnail, I know I'm going to do that much, was a trigger of, dude, you've come a long way. I've explained that when I look in the mirror and when I look at other things, that I see all this stuff. And I know I've shared these photos before, but they are helping me right now, so maybe they'll help you. And that has triggered a refresh on motivation. Sorry, I'm under a bridge. There's a homeless guy asking for money. I feel so bad. I have no money. Anyway, that created a chain reaction of me wanting to do more. And same with like today. I went to work out. Well, I had plans to work out. I set myself a schedule. You guys know this. And I created the accountability post in my Facebook group. Again, I'll do a video on that later. By then everybody will know what the heck I'm talking about. But I did not want to. My body is sore. The last 2 days from the exercise that I have done, which still is funny because in my head I didn't feel like I was doing that much. I did squats, sit-ups, push-ups, lunges, and tricep dips. Did not feel like I did that much, especially because my goal is still three sets of each and increase the amount as I go, or the speed, the fluency, be able to do push-ups not on my knees, stuff like that. But yesterday I was sore. Today, sore all through my chest, the front of my thighs, super sore. And I'm like, I need a day of rest. That default trigger of, I need a day of rest. But luckily, since I put this photo in the Facebook groups and people were commenting on it again today, which first of all, I feel popular. One of those posts, like, I totally have like 600 likes or reacts to it. Like, I feel Facebook famous. But that was a refresher. Like, I saw that photo again. I'm like, dude, I need to print that photo. I'm like, dude, look how far you've come. Do not give up. Do not stop because you're hurting a little bit. And it's not hurting in a way that doing cardio would injure me anymore. That is important too. Like, don't injure yourself while you're trying to work out because you want to meet this goal. But I was like, all right, yeah. So I threw on, I found on YouTube some bootlegs of Extreme Makeover, Extreme Weight Loss Edition. And I threw one of those on and I started watching it. I downloaded an interval timer on my phone and started and set it so that it was 20 minutes total. And so it's being a little bit more than 20 minutes, but about 20 minutes total. 5 minutes of walking, 30 seconds of jogging, 5 minutes of walking, 30 seconds of jogging, 5 minutes walking, 30, So that would equal about 20 minutes. I did 4 sets of that. So really like 22 minutes, I guess. And that I was able to do. The sore muscles on my chest and thighs, they didn't become a factor. I mean, yeah, the thighs kind of a little bit, but not that much. And I was super proud of myself, and this feeling of being proud that I freaking did it. When this morning, literally, the first probably hour and a half to 2 hours of being awake, I spent justifying that I'm not going to do it, that I shouldn't do it, that I've earned a day of rest. I had 2 days of exercise. I can rest now. And then I was like, no, that I need to take action. I need to do what I need to do. And I feel great for it. And honestly, this is the opposite of with the strength training. Because Strength training is easier for me. Cardio, I'm not great at, but that 20 minutes was kind of easy. Yes, I got a little sweaty. I got a little glossy. I didn't really sweat. I just got glossy. But the 30 seconds of jogging wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. So as time goes on, and this is why I really think it's important to have exercises that you can track your progress. I can see what I did today, and I wrote down what I did, and I wrote down how I felt. That afterwards, I felt fine. And so when my next cardio day on Friday, I can increase it. And I'm going to increase in 2 different ways. I think at first I am going to increase time. Let's get closer to 30 minutes. And then also I plan on increasing the amount of time that I'm jogging. So instead of 5 minutes of walking, 30 seconds of jogging, maybe I'm going to try 5 minutes of walking, or 4.5 minutes of walking, and then 45 minutes or 1 minute of jogging. I made it 30. Let's see if I can do a full minute. It's going to be trial and error, but so that eventually as time goes on, I'm going to be increasing the jogging and decreasing the walking so that I can jog. I have no interest in running. I really would love to do a 5K, but at a decent pace. I've done it before, and I was with friends, and we all walked it. Like, this was the first time that I lost weight. We all walked it. I jogged a little bit, and then kind of, waited for them to catch up and walked and jogged, whatever. But I would love to be able to do that and actually jog for a decent part of it. No interest in trying to win a race. No interest in running or trying to become a marathon runner or anything like that. But some other form of activity as far as jogging and walking, I think, is a great goal of something that I'm kind of interested in doing. I think it would be wonderful. So that's the goals that I have set. Sorry, this dude's like flashing his lights at me because I'm not going fast enough when it is pouring down rain right now, and I'm going, faster than feeling. I'm going 70 each. Don't tell the popos. But yeah, so I think that is something for everybody to keep in mind. I'm applying it and it's working. The action equals results equals motivation. Because that motivation came in handy, or that results came in handy to give me some motivation and fight through the I don't want to do it thing. So just some thoughts. I think it's helpful. It's some realizations that I've had. That dude that was flashing his lights, he is swerving in and out of traffic in the rain. I really hope he doesn't hurt somebody. That's scary. Wherever you're going, guys, seriously, like, know where you're going is important enough to risk things like that. Especially because he did not have the nicest car, and I don't know tires well enough, but I'm guessing they aren't fantastic tires, judging by the rest of the car, to be swerving in and out of traffic in heavy rain. I know it doesn't look like rain on this window randomly, but it is. Like, can I turn this camera around? Like, seriously, drive safe. Speaking of driving safe, I should probably stop playing with my phone while I'm driving in the rain. So on that note, thank you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Keep doing what you got to do to reach your goals, and I will talk to you all later. More. Side note real quick, I was hoping to be able to get the lights behind me. The dude that was driving crazy, yeah, he just got pulled over. That's the first time I've ever seen instant karma happen. Normally, I see them drive crazy and they get away with it. He did not. All right.